Cryptocurrency, like we all know, crypto. I'm sure by the virtue of you watching this video, you are viewing my screen. So you can read the definition. I'll go more into explanations. Now, first of all, cryptocurrency is a digital asset. When we say something is digital, meaning it is something that is done over the internet or it's done over a computer, basically. So it's something you cannot really see physically, but it is there, done, it's transactionary over the computer, over the internet. Now, when we say something is an asset is something that, grows with time, it builds value with time. And you can liken an asset to, real estate where you're buying some properties when they are relatively low and waiting for the price to pump up and you sell at a profit. So talking about assets, it is something that brings more money to the table. Then it's designed to work as a medium of exchange, meaning you can exchange crypto. That is why on Binance, when you talk about trade pairs, you can see Bitcoin versus USDT, Bitcoin versus BNB. You can exchange them for different pairs. And you can also exchange them for your normal Naira, dollar, pound, whatever it is. So it serves as a medium of exchange. In other words, you can use it to also buy things in the real life. That's why, of recent, MasterCard has been thinking of crypto as a means of payments on the MasterCard options. Now, having said this, we're talking, I'm sure many of you have seen something like cryptography and something. Now, cryptography is a means of securing connections, transactions from person to person. It's more like an encrypted stuff, which you see on blockchain, where once you're sending crypto from point A to point B, it should not be intercepted. Thus, there's a whole level of what security. Now, having seen what crypto is, let us now take a look at what crypto trading is. This we shall see in our next slide. So we are back. Now, what is crypto trading and how do we end with it? First of all, crypto trading is one of the main sources of getting profit from cryptocurrency. Now, permit me to say this here. When you want to make money from crypto, there are two ways you can make money actually. It is either you're an investor or you're a trader or you're both. Yeah, it can be both. What an investor does is this. He sees a coin or he sees just like a real estate guy, he sees a property and he's like, okay, 5 years, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years, this would be worth a fortune. So he buys a cryptocurrency down and is not anxious to sell it. It's not even anxious about the immediate price of the crypto or of the assets. He leaves it for years. This was the idea or the brain of those who bought Bitcoin as far back as 2013 and waited 8 years later for Bitcoin to, what was less at the time of recording this, 33,000 US dollars. That's the mindset of what an investor. Now we have two types of investor. They are short-term investors or long-term investors. However, on trading involves buying a cryptocurrency. You do not hold it, as long as an investor. Once the price is increased, hoping the price comes down again, you buy at a lower rate. Once it increases, you sell. So the slogan buy low, sell high is what we see in crypto. You're buying a coin when it's low and you're selling it when it's high. That is how crypto trade works. However, there are some things we really need to know before you delve into crypto trade. I've had a course to interact with so many people, and one feedback I get usually it's a very crypto is scam. I'm like, why is crypto a scam? And like I've lost a whole lot of money to crypto. I'm like, really? How did that happen? And they're like, okay. And they told me about this coin. I bought this coin. I did this. I did that. I bought $100,000 worth of this coin. And 2 weeks after, a month after, the coin, the value dropped of that coin. I sold my 100,000 naira, for example, which I invested in the coin, reduced to 80. And I was like, this money is going down. And I quickly sold. That was how I lost 20,000 naira. That's how I lost $20,000 in crypto. And most times, despite the fact it's a painful story, I end up laughing just the way I'm laughing right now because I'm like, who does that? Now, many people feel, or many people have lost their money to crypto for various reasons, which I'll highlight some or the basic ones. However, before you talk about crypto trading, there's some things you should be able to know. These three things. First of all, you should be able to analyze crypto coins. You should be able to use charts. Now, you might not be able to use charts fully, but you should be able to understand what a chart is. Now, let's quickly go into Binance and have an idea of how a chart looks like. So this is the Bitcoin BUSD exchange. Now, these things you're seeing here, let me show you this. And this is a chart. This box you see here, everything you see here is the chart. This is a Bitcoin chart. Now this tells you according to the various dates. You can see on the dates marks or time in here. So this simply tells you according to the various dates.
Let's go to topic
This
one.
is the price.
First of all, what is cryptocurrency? Now,
Now, the goal of every crypto trader is to buy at this point.
I'm sure by the
and
virtue
sell.
of you watching this video, you are viewing my screen.
To buy at
So,
this point and sell
you
at
can read
this point.
the
This is what every
definition.
crypto
I'll go
trader
more
wants.
into explanation.
Now, for most of
Now,
you,
first of all,
who,
cryptocurrency
for
is a
example,
digital asset.
need to pull
Now,
knowledge
when we say something is digital, meaning it is something that is done over the internet or it's done over a computer, basically. So it's something you cannot really see physically, but it is there, done. It's transactionary over the computer, over the internet. Now, when we say something is an asset is something that grows with time. It builds value with time. And I can liken an asset to real estate. Is when they are relatively low and waiting for the price to pump up and you sell at a profit. So talking about assets, it is something that brings more money to the table. Then it's designed to work as a medium of exchange, meaning you can exchange one crypto for another. That is why on Binance, when you talk about trade pairs, you can see Bitcoin versus these are the set of people I usually laugh at. Well, probably because you were not knowledgeable. So we are hoping that at the end of this presentation, if you're going to watch from topic 1 to topic 7, at least you can be among the elites, crypto traders. So you should be able to understand this graph. Now, when we're talking about understanding a graph, when people will start saying, does it have to do